What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 4th episode of So I'm a Spider. So what? This one's titled Monkey? What? I guess we're dealing with monkeys this time. Last time we had dragons, this time we've got monkeys. I don't quite know how we go from dragon to monkey, but sure, whatever. There are probably some crazy monkeys or something. I don't know. There's probably like a whole gang of them or something. Maybe they save... I don't think they're going to save her from a dragon, let's be real. No one's helping out our main protagonist at this point. Okay, so I'll be honest. This is the one show this season that I'm still watching, that's in my current lineup, that still hasn't really clicked. I don't quite know what I'm in this show for, because it's doing some odd things. First of all, okay, I will say this. Our Yuki's performance as the Spider is working quite well. It's tough to get that level of character dialogue out and just get all those lines done, so respect for that. And I do quite like her. I do like our Spider protagonist, but I don't know how much I care overall, if it makes sense. Because we've also got half our attention split away, so we've got Spider story, human story. And if you've got two stories running simultaneously, you kind of halve the development for each side, and it gets to the point where it's like, well, if they're both half developed, I don't necessarily care for either of them. So I don't quite know how I feel about the human side. I can only assume that, yes, they're going to link up at some point. But right now, I don't see anything in the human side of the story that is well, maybe some information dumps here and there. I don't see anything in the human side of the story that I necessarily need to know right now in context of the show. Aside from hearing, like, some of the information stuff they've given, I don't know if there's any other bits of information that they've said, and, like, the character relationships and stuff. Like, what's that one guy who's an absolute arse? What's his name? Hugo. I don't care for Hugo whatsoever, and I know they're just going to give him a redemption arc at some point where it's like, oh, I was wrong with my arrogant ways, and they're going to try and redeem him and make him friends with, like, Shun or whatever. Or Shlain. Like, they're probably going to do something like that, and it's going to be like, okay, sure, let's redeem them, arsehole. Because we can. I'm just sick and tired of these types of characters getting almost rewarded with redemption. Like, sometimes, if this show wants to be a bit grittier than the typical isekai monster fantasy type thing, be gritty about it. Let an arsehole like that, who gets in over his head, let him suffer the consequences for it. Don't let him just be taught a lesson and mend his ways. Like, if you want to be gritty, but I don't know, it's just, the one thing that really kills me right now is Kumiko having no characters to feed off of. Like, the whole point of... one of the key factors is that if you have characters to feed off of, extra parts of the characters' personalities can be shown, character interactions can build into relationships that can then be seen as, like, competitive rivalries, romantic interests, although there's not going to be any romance in this show at all, I don't think. Maybe on the human side, possibly. But not having any characters for her to interact with means she's very, very limited in what she can do. And I get it, she wouldn't have many people to interact with down here. But even so, it just feels a bit slow getting that. And I think part of what makes that worse is that we're watching this weekly. If I was to binge this show, like, say we went and had the 24 episodes go, it's now July, August time, the show's completely out, all 24 episodes, let's just binge the entire show. I'm sure my complaints about this slow build-up probably wouldn't be as apparent, because I'm waiting week after week to not really get anywhere yet, whereas if I'm just binging it all, a couple of hours into my binge, I've probably already hit a point where I'm like, oh yeah, I know why I'm in this show now. So, that's probably my main complaint right now. The CG doesn't really bother me. Like, the way they've done the CG and stylized it, it's not like a very apparent, like, it is apparent CG model, but the way they've artistically changed it so it doesn't look like the typical base CG, it's got, like, the, like, the way they've done the outlining, the shading and stuff, it actually looks, it fits, honestly, and I'm not opposed to the way they've done, especially the CG monsters. Kumiko herself, her CG can be a little iffy at times, but I will never complain about CG in an anime. Well, I will. I do that. Upside Picnic was a perfect example. I will not really complain about CG in anime unless it really gets to the point of, like, why would you even bother putting CG in? Such as Upside Picnic. Some of those CG choices were really weird. or if they're on the quality of X-Arm. If it's X-Arm quality CG, then yes, I'm going to break the hell out of you. But otherwise, I can accept it, especially in this instance. So that's not what's really breaking me. It's just I don't know what I'm watching this show for. Like, I kind of knew going in that this isn't going to be the typical OPMC fantasy, at least initially. Maybe that changes, I don't know. But it does feel like a much slower build-up, and it's taking a little too long now at this point. For an hour in, and we've got an evolution, great, but we're still alone, and I don't know, I need another character for Kumiko to feed off of, essentially. Not literally, because she has been doing that. She needs something to interact with beyond just monsters that are trying to kill her, in my opinion. Maybe if we weren't focusing on the human segment, we would have got to that point quicker. I don't know. Because the human element took up a lot of time last episode. In fact, it was the majority of the episode last time. I'm hoping this time it's going to be more Kumiko, because if I had to pick over two sides, I care more about Kumiko, our main spider, than I do about any of the humans right now. Even though they're all isekai protagonists in their own sense. But I definitely care more about Kumiko than anyone else. So hopefully we spend more time with her and figure out what the hell monkeys have to do with this. I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, let's get the episode up. Bit of a lengthy intro as I moan about this show, but I am enjoying it. I don't want people to think I'm not enjoying this show. I am enjoying it. I just don't see it as anything special right now. It's like, it's the 7 out of 10, decent, worth a watch, but I can't really say much more than that. It's that type of show. It's not the 8, 9, 10 out of 10s that I'm finding a lot of this season. So it just ends up being on the lower end of the scale compared to what else I'm watching this season. Anyway, as per usual, here on YouTube we do time-based full reactions. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all the picture-in-picture reactions that you can find on the channel. I'd recommend waiting until after the 1st of February, because otherwise you do get charged immediately upon coming onto my Patreon. Otherwise you could just come onto my Patreon on like the 2nd of the month, cancel, and you would not really get charged. So yeah. Yeah, I have to charge up front to gain access to the content. But extra content is coming as well in the form of movie reactions. Stay tuned for that information. That starts on the 1st, so wait for that Patreon post and things like that. As well as higher tiers for show requests and all that good stuff. You can find more information on there. But here on YouTube, we do timer-based. Bottom left of the screen, you'll see the timer for the episode. I count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Now on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll, since that's who licensed it here in the UK. No logos or anything, we're just straight into the episode with a very, very scared-looking Kumiko as she looks back at a dragon, I think. Yeah, you can use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell me see transitioning. That should help you sync up. And with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Ignored? Holy shit. Probably not worth the effort to kill, right? So. Right. We're still stuck here, though. So we fell down into this pit. Ooh. Okay. So Earth Dragon wasn't a threat and... Okay. On my point of characters in that I was saying in the intro, though. What's the name of the small Earth Dragon pet? Faye? Was that the name? That's some of the most character development we've actually seen. It's her thinking of her time of bullying our main character. That's like some of the most character development we've had so far. And I actually quite enjoyed that, so... And she has a spider party, apparently. I just wish they came about a bit sooner, you know? But you gotta pick your fights properly, haven't you? It won't. Wasps? Ooh, hello. Oh, so mantis monster dwells. Okay. Ooh, Elra Labyrinth. Okay. Well, yeah, you fell down, so. Oh, something killed that. Oh, greater Taratect? Okay. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. Sure. Toxic gang. That's the line. Appraisal failed? There's probably a very good reason. Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine if they actually did that? That's disgusting. Rot resistance, yay! As long as it doesn't hurt. Yeah, if you're just puking it back up, you're not getting any nutrients from it, so. I wonder how much time has actually passed. Well, don't jinx yourself. Oh, hello. Randonels. Poison Master, okay. Poison Synthesis and all magic, hello. Here we go. Frequency Risen. Poison fangs up to 8. Good. Tossing out the bones, alright. Uh-huh. Weak poison. Okay. How would we apply it? Can we generate a small amount in our fangs or something? Don't know how much control we have over how we create it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a bit different. A bit different on a screen versus in person, so. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Bagraf. Bagratch? Bagratch? He's not the only one, is. Oh, hello. Holy. 6 to 12, okay. Holy shit. They're quite creepy. Nice. He can just break out of it, right? Right. Frame rate on some of these shots is a bit iffy. Can you break out of it? No. Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good. Hey! We went up a level. Woo! That scream absolutely summoned more, didn't it? Taking quite a while for them to get here, though. Maybe it wasn't. Probably not a good idea to sleep here, though. What? Oh. Oh, there's an army of them. Okay. Oh, don't fall off in your sleep. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of them. Well... yeah, I feel like that would have been the case. They're quite creepy. Hmm? Why can we not climb on these rocks? Yeah, they're chucking things. How? Holy shit. What about the entire rock you're on? Ah, okay. How much of that can we make, though? Not a whole lot. Okay. Hmm. It is for revenge. They seem to have some sort of social hierarchy. Um, maybe not. Wow. Wow. It's personal. Mm-hmm. Oh. One leg down. Nice. That's one. How the hell do we get out of this? Hey, we hit level 5. Oof. Oh. Mm-hmm. Do they think... no, they know. Still alive. What is this? Nice. Nice. Bring the whole thing down. Very nice. That's not going to get all of them, though, is it? Oh, we've got a bunch of levels. Terror attack up, stealth up, evasion up, pain mitigation up. Okay. Yeah. There's still way too many left. Oh, hello. It's the other ones. Hmm. Can we cast that many more? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. How do we get out of this? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Will they? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh boy. You just jump the distance, okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Kill one. Alright, level up again. We're gonna keep going until we evolve, aren't we? Probably. This episode feels like it's gone on forever though. Oh boy. Oof. That's a big hit. And that will probably be level 10, I'm guessing. Well, at least level 9. There's level 9. And we heal just in time to not die. Okay. Using the leveling up to keep us healing and getting our magic back. It is understatement. And that will be level 10 probably. ED time, okay. So we got after credits. I assume this will be our choice for level 10 level up. I assume. God, that episode felt like it went on forever. It really did. Now the monkeys in the crowd make a lot more sense. On that one bug that she tried to eat and was absolutely disgusting. Some of the stuff that makes a bit more sense. Alright, here we go. Mm-hmm. Somehow. Alright, level 10. What can we evolve into? Can we turn into a small greater Terratect? We can go straight Terratect or to a poison Terratect. Okay. Okay, that's sensible. Probably... Oh. That's a good sign? I've got a bad feeling, but... Oh. Hello, lava. Open your eyes. Yep. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Does catfish taste good? It does, actually. Alright. Oh, boy. I just... I don't know. Do I stick with this? Like, I'm having to ask myself this question. Do I want to stick with it? It's getting to that point. It's like, I don't know if I care. Which is weird. I don't know if I care about this show. It's... I don't find where the appeal on the show currently is for me. Maybe it's just not clicking. I said this at the beginning, and I'm still saying this now. It's just not clicking what I'm in this show for. But I don't want to drop it because... I don't want to drop it because I have faith that it is going to get better. I have faith that it will click eventually. But I don't know how long that is going to be until it clicks. For me, it's going to click as soon as we actually meet these other spider characters, whoever they end up being. Whoever this demon lord lady thing person is, whoever that is, she seems quite important. Humanside, I don't give a toss about. At least not yet, I haven't had a reason to care about them. But... I know, I'm just not feeling it right now. Just not feeling it. I don't know what I'm not getting. Like, why am I watching this? I have to keep asking myself this. I do quite like Kumiko. I just... This dungeon element of it is getting a little much now. Like, I like the idea of having a more challenging start and something that she has to seriously work through before she can get out and not have an easy beginning like Slime did. Like, I get that. I kind of like that. But it just feels like it's dragging on at this point. It's like, overwhelming enemy. Okay, we'll run from it. Looks like I've got no choice but to fight it. Oh, look, I won. It's following the same formula now, and it's like, okay, how many times are we going to do this before we get to the point of, like, having something a little different? It's like, cool, we're seeing all these kind of crazy monsters. The animation CG is not the best in the world for it, so it's not like I'm in awe every time a monster shows up. And no, I need a direction. I need to see a direction for where Kumiko can head. Like, at the moment, it's just pure survival. Which, fine, that's a good enough goal in of itself. She's trying to get up to the top. so she can get away from the lower levels, which are more dangerous, at least assumed more dangerous than the upper levels. That's a good enough goal for now, I suppose. But overall direction, I don't see what happens beyond that. I do wonder which way she's going to go, though. Do you just get bigger, so you're now a full-size Taratect, or do you keep your small size, but end up being a specialized poison Taratect? Do you specialize into poison, or you just keep your options open as you grow in size? We still don't know how limited... Like, how many times can you get these evolutions, and when do you stop? Because if it's always every 10 levels, then... well, we're going to become massive by the end of it, probably. I mean, consider the size of the mother spider that we ended up against. And we also saw another Taratect, I believe, in this episode. What was it? Was it just normal Taratect, or was it something else? Let's see. It's about here. Yeah, here it is. There's 3 minutes into the episode. Jesus Christ, it feels like it was an hour ago. That's a Greater Taratect. Level 18 Greater Taratect, interestingly. Interesting, so... other monsters can go... and I think we saw this as well, the monkeys. Other monsters can go above level 10. So I'm guessing, depending on the strength of the monster, maybe it requires more levels to hit the evolution point. So for a Greater Taratect, maybe you need to hit level 20 before you can evolve. As opposed to a small Taratect that can hit level 10 and gets an evolution choice. Either that, or a player monster has different rules than the monsters of this world. Which would be a bit weird if that was the case. But yeah, Greater Taratect is an evolved form of a Taratect. So maybe we can hit that if we evolve to Taratect, because we're currently a small Taratect. Then we go up to Taratect. Then we get the option for Greater Taratect, instead of specializing in poison. Although since we've got so many poison abilities, and that seems to be our main strength, it makes sense that maybe we'd enhance that and go the full poison route. But I don't know, let me know. Would you go for just becoming a larger Taratect, or would you go for the poison specialization? Because, I mean, small lesser Taratect into small Taratect made way more sense than just going into a lesser Taratect, because you are a stronger overall monster, but you're still the same size. That one made more sense, but specializing into poison versus growing in size, that's a little different, because there's nothing to say that a poison Taratect is necessarily better than a normal Taratect. So, at least with lesser and normal Taratect, there is actually a differentiation. I don't know, not necessarily that poison is better than normal, if you get my meaning. So, I wonder what she'll end up picking, but first of all, we've got to find a safe spot in the lava, if that's possible. Who knows if that's possible, but... yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep going with it, because I want that payoff to eventually come. I'm just waiting to see when it is. Like I said, I don't hate the show. I'm just not super infused about it. And it's just constantly on that edge of, do I need to keep watching? Like, it's constantly on that edge, and it's like, I keep convincing myself, no, there's going to be a payoff. There's going to be a payoff at the end of this. And I'm just waiting for it. I guess we'll continue to wait. So, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that anyway. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment what you thought of the episode. If you're a fellow anime-only watcher, let me know if you're feeling the same thing. If you're a source material reader, no spoilers, obviously, but hopefully there is going to be a point that will click. Those of you who have been regulars of mine for the past year or so that I've been doing this channel, hopefully you guys will know, like, you would know if there's a point where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to click with this. So if that's at least coming up vaguely soon, like next couple of episodes soon, not like next arc soon, then hopefully this will turn out alright, but we'll see. Don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.